Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. So, if you've been watching my stream or you saw the video with Yuumi Fizz, I kind of been enjoying playing this whole Starlit Seer Fizz win condition kind of style. So today I kind of wanted to bring a different variation of the style of deck. So this one is also a Bilgewater. This is a Bilgewater Freljord deck. So instead of Bando City, and instead of Yuumi, we're just playing Gnar. And this deck is still relying on Starlit Seer, but it's relying more on like Plunder and triggering effects, right? So we are playing all our Plunder cards here, so share spoils to be able to get some draw, as well as buff a lot of our elusives. We even play Spoils of Wars to be able to give our elusives some more health for them to survive. And then we're really just playing all the elusives, right? So Burblefish, Sap, and even the Mirai Sunstress, as well as Fizz, obviously. And we also play Battle Furious as like our big finisher. So again, this deck is kind of similar to the one with Fizz Yuumi, because we're still relying on Starlit Seer. Although it's a little bit more accurate here to trigger stuff with Starlit Seer because we don't have all the low mana spells that you see in Bando City. Instead, we're kind of relying more on like warning shots and sheer spoils to be able to trigger our Starlit Seer. But unlike the other deck, we don't want to do like a super huge unit with Starlit Seer. Usually, we don't mind spreading out our buffs across multiple elusive units instead. We even play Omen Hawk to be able to buff the rest of our units. So that's kind of the game plan of this deck. It's just got kind of elusive win condition. You also have Gnar as a way to just get value because of the Pokesticks and just in general being able to provide so much value that, Gnar is just broken. Let's just put it like that. And then the rest of the spells are kind of support spells or kind of draw spells. I mean, like I said, share spoils both side units, but also helps us draw, which is one of the problems that we saw with the Yuumi Fizz deck, that sometimes you will not be able to draw. And then you have stuff here that can keep us alive, low-cost spells to be able to synergize with Fizz and the Starlit Seer, and Entreat to try to get one of our champions, etc., etc. So another kind of low-to-the-curve style of gameplay where you try to win with Fizz, with kind of like special win conditions. But this one is, I think, a little bit worse than the other deck. I'll be completely honest with you. I struggle in today's video with this deck. I think I ended up going... I think it was something like 5-5. So usually I tend to end up with a winning win rate when I'm showcasing a deck for you all. But I think it was like 5-5 or 5-6. Like I'm pretty sure that I lost more than what I won with this deck, unfortunately. As you'll see in some of the matchups, especially against Pantheon decks, I ended up losing 4 games against Pantheon. You'll see one of those in the video today, but Pantheon just completely destroys this deck. So again, I don't think this version of this deck is that good. At least with the other version, I feel more confident because you can just get a really buffed up Yuumi or a really buffed up Fizz to be able to completely finish the game, and you have enough low cost spells that Fizz ends up staying alive. But enough rambling for now. The games are coming up soon, and if you like the video, please make sure to like the video below and also subscribe. It will help us out a lot, and I'll see you all at the end of the video. Have a good one. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Pirate Aggro. So it's gonna be kind of like a race. Unfortunately for us, we do have to spend mana like in spells to set ourselves up. I think Gnar is going to be really good. I like keeping the Elixir of Iron to protect the Gnar against Fervor. The problem is that now we have 2 Gnars and only one little Omen Hawk to protect us for a little bit. Yeah, I think we might actually have to just summon the Sunstress this way. I think that we do win through Gnar. So I do like the idea of keeping the Gnar on the table. I'm willing to take that 2 damage. Oh. Maybe not anymore. I think now we don't have to take it. It delays his GP as well. Like, we don't have to take it. We have a big Starlit Seer now that can block most of the things that he's going to have. And we can just attack with it, right? I think we can just attack with it. I mean, if he's blocking, I'm okay with that. I like the Mirai here, the one that's just unbuff, to be able to block the Misfortune. And I like the Gnar afterwards, right? That is kind of annoying though. So that is a little bit annoying. Especially because he high rolled the 1-drop here. He high rolled the 1-drop. He high rolled the 1-drop, allowing him to be able to to attack twice with this one. Brother's Bond as well. That's actually nuts. Okay, so we lose the Gnar, which I think is not the worst thing in the world. We still get the Pokestick value. The problem is Misfortune levels up next time. So his Misfortune is actually gonna level up this game. I guess not really. We can Pokestick this to open up the game while also summoning a Mirai. So actually I think that ends up working out, right? We just do the Omen Hawk, do Pokestick to kill the Courier, and then do the Mirai Sunstress, and then he won't have a Scout unit anymore. Unless he gets his second Island Navigator. And the reason we did the Omahawk first is to be able to buff and potentially draw whatever we buff. We'll do this. Then we just get our 4 damage. We have pretty good blockers for almost everything else in his hand. Our hand is a little bit awkward though, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. DP. I like the Gnar. I like the Gnar, even if the Gnar is gonna die. Because if he doesn't kill the Gnar right here, we can just do Warning Shot and level it up. Okay, he's gonna kill it. Do we let the Gnar die? What if we actually don't? What if we actually block like this? Level up the Gnar. The problem is that right here, he's doing so much damage just because of this being able to do 2 damage. I think I need to obviously kill the Misfortune, so I think I actually need to. I actually think I need to let the Gnar level up, because we need a way to kill the Misfortune right here. The problem is that we're down to 7 health, and not really any way to win this game. He can kill the Misfortune, but he still has a pretty wide board, making it really difficult for us to do almost anything. We'll just commit this, because I mean, there's no way that he has a way to save Misfortune, at least not in his deck. I kind of just like doing the Whirlpool Bubblefish and just taking the damage as it is right now. I don't think we play around like getting low value. Perfect, we get a Jailbreak. This is guaranteed 2 damage though, right? So this is a guaranteed 2 damage. This is a guaranteed 2 damage right here, which puts us at 5. So then if he has Fervor... I thought he killed himself for a second, but he didn't. That's actually crazy, because if we had anything else, he could have potentially killed himself. Oh, but that's game, right? That's game, because there's no way for us to... I guess we could survive by not killing the Grenadier. Yeah, we could survive by not killing the Grenadier. Which we don't have to, because we can block with the Porofly. So that leaves us at 1 HP. So we can block like this, like this, like this, like this, and what? We live at 1, but if he has any burn, we lose. Guess we kind of have no choice, right? We play this to reduce the chances of his Maker Rain hitting our face. No way. No way this is possible, right? It doesn't matter. If he has the burn, we lose no matter what. Now we win, right? Now there's actually a way for us to win. Wait, this is game now. Because he has to be the one to do something first. We don't have to ever kill the Grenadier. Oh my goodness. There we go. That ended up working out. So put 1 HP and a Dream, right? So as long as we didn't kill those Grenadiers, we ended up surviving. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against... Ooh, Gnar 6. I think Gnar 6. Sorry, Taliyah Ziggs. So... Wow, I really like the sheer spoils, but I feel like I'm going to have a hard time hitting the Nexus this game. Oh, so the Plunder cards might be a little bit risky, although we do play Warning Shots, so maybe I should have kept those cards. But look, we ended up not getting a way to really reliably hit the Nexus, so maybe it ends up working out for us. Hopefully we hit something nice with the buff from the Omen Hawk. Otherwise, we can do the Starlit Seer right here. I think I'm gonna pass. I think I'd rather just play the Starlit Seer right now. Huh. I'm gonna do the Fizz right now, I think. And I'm gonna do this. If he has a Shapestone, he can do the Shapestone. Otherwise, he's gonna be taking 6 damage. Just a Pokey Stick? Okay, I mean, if he does the Pokey Stick right there, that's okay with me as well. Still taking a lot of damage. I think we just played the Gnar next turn. Warning Shot is pretty nice too. I like the Gnar this turn. Obviously, he's just gonna kill. He's just gonna kill the Starlit Seer. He decides to sacrifice his Rock Hopper. I'm surprised about that. So, what to do here? Oh man. Let's do it like this. Let's push this damage through. If he ever kills that Gnar, we have a second Gnar that's actually buffed up. So this Gnar here is a 6/4. He's gonna decide to do it this way. I think I'm okay with that. What I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna give this Fizz the buff right now. And make this Fizz just a little bit stronger. We won't get the Pokey Stick, but I think I'm okay with that. And next time we just do the Battle Fury. Oh, he's gonna stun it? Alright. That's smart. That's smart. So this prevents the Fizz from doing any damage. The problem that he's gonna have is that now we have an Overwhelm unit, and we also have a Fizz that's gonna have the Fury next turn, right? He's gonna have to have Minimorph, and I can't remember if this deck plays Minimorph or not. He just ended up spending his stun, which would have been a lot better, because Fizz is gonna literally just one-turn kill him next turn. Yeah, so Fizz is gonna just one-turn kill him next turn. I don't even mind losing the Gnar right here, to be honest. Because he lets me summon the second Gnar, which is buffed up. And now we also have like an Overwhelm now that's gonna be an 8 damage Overwhelm unit right here, right? And you know, we talked about, we just do the Battle Fury. And now we just win the game unless he has Minimorph. He does it. Wow. Battle Fury and Fizz is a little bit unfair. And if I remember correctly, this is the game that takes us to Diamond 2 in our Smurf. So look at that. Oh man, Battle Fury gamers right here. GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Pantheon Yuumi. And the problem against this deck is that they do have like stuff like Sharp Sight, which becomes really annoying versus us. I do kind of like the Gnar a lot. I like the Gnar a lot, and I like the Share Spolls. Entreat is not bad either if we get Fizz. Problem is Sharp Sight and potentially Hush, right? Ooh. Maybe the double Entreat might be, maybe the double Share Spolls might be a little bit too much though. I guess we can do it. We can just combo a next turn. Like, he's gonna let us get the 2 damage here. I think that's okay. So we can combo the share spoils this turn, which is not bad.
Blessed by snow and stars. This will be a good winter.
I want to make sure that I buff up a lot of things in my hand. Like I want to make sure that I buff up a lot of my units next turn. I'm gonna assume that he has a Pell Cascade, right? If he has a Pell Cascade, I don't want him to do it. We can just buff up units by doing the other stuff that we have here. Right? Because we can do Fizz, we can do Bitter Still, and then we can do the Sunstress. Even better. So even better target. I guess, like I said, Sharpsight does punish us here, which should be pretty annoying. So Sharpsight will be a punish here. Chambers. Sharpsight will be annoying. No Sharpsight. That's huge. He's down to 7 health now. He needs to, like, we get another Fizz. So if we lose this Fizz, that's okay with us. It does get rid of our Sun Stress, which is unfortunate. That is a little bit unfortunate. What if we let this Fizz die? I don't think that's right. Or what if we let Gnar die? I don't think that's correct either. I don't want to take all that damage either, though. Because he could have, like, Cataclysm and finish us up, just because of the fact that he has Overwhelm on his Pantheon. I hate taking that damage. We have to hope that we get the Wallop from this, to be honest. I think that would be the best bet. Yeah, I think it has to be like, it has to be that we get the Wallop here to be able to stop that Pantheon. Like a third Fizz doesn't do anything to us, for us. So I think it has to just be the Wallop. And then we just keep everything else as blockers. He could have Sharpsight right here, which he does. So that he top decked that Sharpsight. I think I'm okay with that, because again, we have another Fizz in our hand. I don't think we need to be mana efficient. I think we can say we can keep this Fizz for later on. Nah, that's actually kind of funny. Because that's going to do 4 damage. Although this is almost going to kill him anyways, right? I'm getting greedy with the Gnar. I need to be able to block with the Gnar at some point. He gets another unit with Overwhelm. Again, like we talked about, though, we do still have... So that's 5, 8, 9. We have 10. We do have the Wallop, which should allow us to do a couple things here. Yeah, I think we have to just do the Wallop right now. I think we're going to have to just stun that guy, unfortunately. Because we don't really have a lot of great blockers otherwise. We could also... Ooh, wow. He decided not to... If I do this, I still have 10 mana for these 2 spells, right? I think we just commit both Elusives. I think we just commit both Elusives. The problem here is that he's probably gonna get... Like, if he gets Elusive here on the Pantheon level up and Spell Shield, it becomes a problem, right? The best thing he can do for us at this point is actually do the level up first. Because that will help us out. If we know what he has ahead of time, it will help us out. So let's see it. So now it has to be like a Sharpsight or the Pantheon rolling at the Elusive. Otherwise, he won't be able to really get anything here. If the Pantheon doesn't roll the Elusive, then we're okay. Spell Shield and Elusive. So he ends up getting both things that we talked about. Ends up getting both things that we talked about. So I guess at this point, all we can do is do double up and try to win by going wide. Yeah, I guess this is all we can do at this point. Forcing to have a Sharpsight or something else. He just committed a Concerted Strike. So at this point, all we can do is go wide. If this goes through, he loses the unit. Hell Cascade wouldn't be enough. The problem is if he has a Cataclysm. If he has a Cataclysm, then we just lose the game now. So Cataclysm loses me the game. Okay, so he ends up doing the Sharp Sight. Which means that we don't have enough damage to push, right? We shouldn't have enough damage to push. We can push 5. But he could easily just have single combat now. And if he has Cataclysm, we still lose no matter what. All we can hope for is the Pokestick to be enough. But it's not gonna be enough, like, ever, right? And this doesn't matter because we lose to the... We lose to the Scout Rally, right? So yeah, GG's. Oh, the Sharp Sights, man. Sharp Sights, Sharp Sight. And the Pantheon rolling Elusive made all the difference there. Although he did have the Sharp Sight anyways. But even if he didn't roll the Elusive, if at least he didn't get Spell Shield. But both Spell Shield and Elusive was just too much. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Gnar Timelines. So the Burying Ice is going to be really troublesome for us. What if we're supposed to keep our own Burying Ice to counter his? Because the way that he's going to win is going to be Burying Ice. And then be able to like he wants to do Burying Ice and then be able to do It That Stairs. And us having our own Burying Ice will be able to counter that. I mean, if he wants to do this, this is fine. He also discarded nothing, so... Battle Fury is going to be great. The problem is going to be, when can we use it without dying to, like, random crap, right? I kind of feel like I need to keep the warning shot to be able to protect this. Very tough to know when, though, to use it. Because the longer we stall here, the worse it is for us. He didn't hit the timeline, so it's, I guess, not the worst thing in the world for us. We do have the Battle Fury next turn, though, so that's pretty nice. He does have Freeze, though. I'm gonna take this damage. I'm gonna let him do whatever he wants first, and then we'll do the Battle Fury. Okay, there we go. Perfect. We'll keep the warning shot to be able to protect against almost anything that he might have, except for the freeze. So this is going to protect us against, like, Get Excited Mystic or anything like that. If he does the Very Nice next turn, then he won't, you know, won't be able to do the It That Stairs to follow it up. It was probably greedy not to block with the Starlit Seer, though. I think we probably need to start blocking with him sooner rather than later. He decided not to freeze right there for some reason. This is doing 3. I think we're gonna block it. So if we take that 3 damage, we die to like a double Mystic shot, right? If we do it right now, there's nothing that he has that can kill us. Like, yeah, he can do another Aftershock, but then we still have a Elixir of Iron for next turn. I guess the problem is that we don't have another spell after. Okay, never mind. We get the spells that we need. Yeah, so I think we can go ahead and start blocking now. No reason not to. No reason to take that much damage, you know? You could just straight up die this turn. Yeah, I mean, cool. You get rid of our Battle Fury. Don't think it's gonna matter for me. You could also just do this right now, to be honest. I don't mind it. Takes him down to 4. Oh, actually, he discarded our Very Nice. I forgot about that. Oh, okay. He had a Troll Shan. That's one less Troll Shan we have to worry about. He only has 7 mana this turn, right? So, with 7 mana this turn, we could do another Battle Fury. But then that's going to be vulnerable to a freeze. We could do Warning Shot. and just do like, I think it's actually fine to do this, right? So we can do the warning shot right here. I have mana for the Elixir of Iron and this, so this is 5 mana. We're just gonna have to do the Sunstress to at least get some more elusive. The problem here is that we get punished now by Archer, right? Icebell Archer. Doesn't seem like he has it. He's gonna have the freeze. But he can only freeze one of them, right? And then we can always rally. Is it 3 sisters? He does the freeze. We do the Playful Twister. I think it's worth it. Even though this Fizz is buffed, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to get the additional 3 damage right here. Because next turn, he potentially is going to be able to just do the Burying Ice on us. Not only that, but we can actually present lethal now because we can do the Bubblefish. And now we have the Elixir of Iron as a backup. And this is lethal. And we can protect against a Mystic Shot with the Elixir of Iron. He did the wrong target. He needed to do the Get Excited on this guy. So we end up winning and also get the Fizz level up. He always needed to get excited this one to be able to protect against Elixir of Iron. Woo. So opponent just wasn't familiar with the cards that I play. So that's why the opponent ended up getting punished. Otherwise, I feel like he would have done it on the correct target. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against Ezreal Caitlyn. So Ezreal Caitlyn is going to be very annoying because they're going to have a lot of ways to remove our units. We might have to rely on like a really big Fizz. Like Fizz may be the only way that we win this, and I want the Fizz to get buffed up if we can. So I want it to be able to get the Starlit Seer and then rely on Fizz later on in the game. Unfortunately, it ended up not being the case, so it's gonna be interesting how this one plays out. Marai. Sunstress can be a little bit not the greatest thing at the moment, right? We'll do this then. We'll do the Marai right here. Now we also have access to share spoils. So even if he kills this Marai with like a Mystic Shot, at least we'll be able to draw something. The problem is that we usually want to be able to buff our units, right? And we don't have our buffs right now. Yeah, so you can just do the Mystic Shot. We'll let it go. We'll do the share spoils. We got a buffed up Gnar at least. And we start making progress towards this Bubblefish. You can summon the buffed up Gnar. It's probably better to do this Gnar first though, right? We could also just not do anything right here. The problem is that by summoning Gnar, we allow him to be able to just Mystic Shot Flock. I think I'm gonna do that. If he wants to Mystic Shot Flock this, I'm okay with that. It's one less flock that we have to worry about for later, and then we can just do the second Gnar instead. So, did you have it? He probably honestly the best play for him to do is to wait until our attack. Like he shouldn't flock right here. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. You don't bother flocking right there. I think we just do this. Let him decide if he wants to sacrifice. Okay, so that's annoying. So the reason that it is annoying is because I wanted to be able to get the hit so that we could do the share spoils. But the fact that he did that means that I won't be able to. So I wonder if I'm supposed to just do the share spoils as it is right now and just summon the elusive and call it a day. You can also just pass and see what card that was. If he wants to discard it, that's okay with me. Yeah, if he wants to discard that card, I think that's going to be okay with me. Decides not to do it, so he's going to go and commit the Thermal. Which means I am going to commit the share spoils. I'm gonna commit the share spoils because it gives me access to the elusive right here as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and attack with both units at this point. If he wants to block with the Ezreal, that's okay. This is always gonna die to a flock, so I'm okay just letting it die like this. This is preventing from being able to attack with Ezreal until, obviously, because we also have a second Burberfish. I would love to do this. I mean, this being reduced doesn't matter anymore because I don't have a lot of value in my hand anyways. That's huge. Okay. I like the Burberfish. If he goes ahead and attacks, he sets up the Ezreal for a double up. My only problem is gonna be the flash bombs, right? So since he has the flash bombs, I think I actually need to commit this first, then the Gnar, then the double up. But the double up taps me out of like... Yeah, we'll do it like this. He could have the flock as well. He could have the flock. Or other ways to kill our Fizz. We do have some stuff here at least. If he decides to block with Ezreal. I hate doing blood bait, right? Because blood bait taps me out of almost anything. I think we just do the blood bait right now. It also means that we don't get a flash bomb on our deck. And we do have access to the Breeder Steel next turn to be able to stop the Ezreal. So we're able to cancel almost anything that he summons. This Gnar is a little bit worrisome though. I think I'm gonna go after the Ezreal. Gonna go after the Ezreal and prevent this girl from being able to summon anything, because the way that I win is gonna be through elusives, right? So by killing the Ezreal, we kill his we stop him from being able to have any elusives. It's pretty darn good for us. We'll just summon this for a blocker later on. This is the best time to summon it while she has no way. Okay, so he has another Caitlyn, never mind. And perfect. Now we can do the Gnar, right? I guess doing the Gnar is not gonna matter much here because he has a freaking 7/7 blocker, right? Yeah, this is not gonna matter much, right? Our only hope is that we get an elusive. Hmm. 7-10. 7-10. 13. Yeah, I wanted those bombs to go away. That's why I didn't want to summon the Omen Hawk. I think now we can do the Omen Hawk. Problem here is a Fervor. Sorry, not a Fervor. The problem here is a Baron. Again, don't think I care about the Omen Hawk dying right now. Just want to... Ah, he got the third Ezreal. Are you just kidding me? So that's game now, right? He can just do 5 damage anytime that he wants. He can do the 5 damage anytime that he wants. Unless he just has units in his hand. I guess that would be our only out. Like, if his only out is like a bunch of units, the problem is that we don't have the lethal here, right? Because he has the Ezreal in his in there. Yeah, he's able to just do all the damage that he wants right here. Like, he'll be able to just kill us with the Ezreals. This actually could be lethal. You gotta be kidding me. Are you serious? Ah, that's so tilting. He could have lost there if he had like a Fizz or anything else. But yeah, GG's. So in this matchup, we'll be going up against... Ooh, okay, so... Bando PNC. So when you see Bando PNC and nothing else, it means that the opponent is probably playing the new deck that takes advantage of Transposition. So we're gonna be in a little bit of trouble because we have no way to stop that. So the way that this deck works that the opponent is about to play is that Transposition, if you recall the Plaza Guardian, it lets you summon anything that has 10 costs or less. Because the Transposition is only taking the cost of, like, Transposition is only taking the original cost instead of taking the reduced cost. So again, his whole deck is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna just go super, like, do a bunch of spells, and then do the Transposition on the Plaza Guardian, and then be able to summon Karina. Pretty sure that is his combo, so we have to be very careful about that. If he does the Autopus right here, I think I'm okay with that. It should be the Autopus, or he's just gonna kill this. I mean, I'm okay with the Thermo as well, because we can always get another Fizz, because we have the Entreat. So obviously we want to do the Entreat when we have the Mirai on the field instead, though. Or we can just, you know, just casually hit another Fizz right here. That's okay too. Yeah, we're just gonna do the second Fizz right here. If he has another Thermo, I think I'm willing to take that. It means that he cannot do the prank right here. And if he doesn't do the prank right there, it lets me do the Entreat next turn into the Mirai Suntress this turn. The next turn as well. Interesting. So yeah, so here we're just gonna do the Entreat. And now... is Gnar actually better? I think Gnar is actually better than the Mirai. Gives me access to a Pokestick, which can become very useful later on. And as long as we have the Battle Fury, he's going to have a hard time, right? The problem is that they are playing Bando, so they do have stuff like Minimorph, and they also play Wallop. And also, they obviously playing PNC spells as well. So we do have to be careful about all of that. So yeah, he's just going to rely on the pranks, I guess, right? Sun Fumes? Alright. I guess that's one punish by us going like that. It means that we couldn't just protect the Fizz with a Brittle, which is a little bit annoying on my part that I didn't do that. I guess it's a punish. I think we actually needed that Fizz to be able to win, right? The problem is that I'm so focused on their combo that I'm just ignoring everything else they might do, right? Because the Fizz is the one thing that can play around a Wallop. Now, Wallop can kill... Wallop doesn't kill the Gnar, but it does stop it. Or at least, you know, make it harder for us to be able to win. So he's gonna try to reduce his whole hand as fast as possible. We do have a pretty nice sap right here. He's gonna kill. He's actually gonna kill this. Alright. Do we just go for the Battle Fury right here? He only has 2 cards in his hand. I think I'm actually willing to go for the Battle Fury and start putting pressure here. I want to do the Battle Fury before he can prank it. Everything else in my hand is pretty low value that I don't care if he gets pranked. But at least this way, we stop him from being able to just kind of stop everything that we might have, right? Yeah, so he's just going to play the Plaza Guardian here, sooner or later. So the Plaza Guardian is going to be annoying because it's going to give him access to Karina. But this is not going to die to the Karina no matter what. And we're going to be able to do the Mirai Sunstress next turn. Looks like he might not have his combo though, right? So it looks like the opponent might not have his combo. And if he doesn't have his combo, then it's good for us as well. The only awkward part here is that I'm gonna do this. So the reason I'm gonna do this is because I want to play the Mirai this turn. So I want to be able to just play the Mirai this turn instead of waiting until next turn. So I'm gonna do it like this instead. And we'll be able to do this right here. To save our sap. She'll live at 1 HP. So now he needs to have... He already used like 3 Sun Fumes, right? So now he needs to have a Mystic Shot exactly. A Mystic Shot, so we live against the Mystic Shot because of the Trojan, and the opponent doesn't have it. So then they're not getting their combo. You can kind of see here how this deck just kind of plays out, where you just beat them with Elusives, right? But yeah, GG's. Hey, welcome back, everybody. So like I said, a little bit rough there. Some of the games, and even some of the games that we won, I think we're very close to us to lose. So I don't think it's the best deck, but I think it's a fun deck. I've been enjoying this play style of like Fizz, Freljord, buffing stuff up. So just wanted to showcase a kind of like a different version from the Yuumi Fizz deck. In terms of mulligan, you know, obviously Starlit Seer is your main keep. I also don't mind keeping Share Spoils and Omen Hawk. So Omen Hawk, Starlit Seer, Share Spoils. Those are ways that you can buff up your units. Which is what you want to do. You want to keep your elusives in the deck so that they get buffed by all these other cards and then come out a little bit stronger. Warning Shot is not bad to keep if you have a Mirage Sunstress or a Share Spoil with you. But aside from that, you kind of can get to kick everything else out. Buddies, hope you enjoyed those games. And remember, we post LOR videos every single day, so make sure to like this video and subscribe below. You can also catch us on Twitch at Sirturmund, where we stream about 3 to 4 times a week. And you can find us on Discord and Twitter. The link for those are in the description below. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you all next time.